Say what you will about comeback albums, but this delivered what I wanted to hear after Despise the Sun. For some reason, Souls to Deny gets a lot of criticism from a portion of Suffocation's fanbase, as well as other metal maniacs, but I find that it's a rather underrated album. It's not as experimental or mucky like the self-titled album, nor is it as powerful and mentally hemorrhaging as Blood Oath, but it showed me that the band is still capable of strong musicianship. First, let's talk about the artwork. I love when Dan Seagrave does album artworks. He provides such a great level of detail in his paintings. But I do have to wonder if this castle is the same castle that was used in the Gateways to Annihilation artwork. They look rather similar, don't they? Deceit starts the album with everything you know about Suffocation. They were always good at starting albums off. This has blast beats, breakdowns, and the insane Frank Mullen vocals that you want. To Weep Once More would show the slower side of them as well as the darker side. You'll notice that catchy choruses and catchy lyrics are still a mainstay. Father, why have you forsaken me? Then you get to the more famous songs such as Surgery of Impalement and Demise of the Clone. Strong songs, though the former may not hold a candle to such hits such as Thrones of Blood or Seeds of the Suffering. My favorite song up here is called Subconsciously Enslaved. It's murky, heavy, and destructive in all aspects. It seems like when Suffocation is doing the slow sections, there's just as much activity with the instruments as there are when they're doing fast sections. And it sounds like Frank's vocals are either going through a vocal processor or they've been recorded twice. They have this effect like they're going through both speakers, and it sounds robotic sometimes. It does provide for a bit of variety. I do think that the guitar solos weren't quite as good as they usually are, though. They make great noises when appropriate, but they don't have the same level of technique as they usually do. Part of it is because the guitar solos just aren't as long as they usually are. Like on Effigy of the Forgotten, you have solos that last 30, 40 seconds. Here you have solos that might last 20 seconds. Something I really love albums doing is closing the way they started. Hemorrhage did this on Groom. You know how they have that sound at the beginning and end of the album? Well, this album closes with the opening of Deceit, bringing it full circle. The whirlwind came and went in 39 minutes. Not without flaws, but it's an underrated album. I like albums that sound muddy, and not only does it sound muddy, but it sounds powerful. It's not on the same greatness level as Blood Oath or even Pinnacle of Bedlam, but it certainly doesn't deserve the hate that it gets.